Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Chat Manitos, for your help. I appreciate it. Hi, Craig Dixon, Judith Johnson, Zach, Roland Conditional Love Taro, Burika. I hope you are all well. Today's Thursday already. Oh my God, and tomorrow is New Year's Eve, right? New Year's Eve is Saturday, yeah. Oh boy. Year is over, my friends. Okay. Did you guys hear about Nikki Haley? I told you guys I did not have a good feeling about that lady. Somebody posted a comment the other day and she said something about her being inauthentic. I think that's the problem. You know, besides being inauthentic, I think she's a big hypocrite. I think that's what I'm having a problem with. And it also feels like to me, she won't hesitate to throw somebody under the bus. That's the way I'm getting Nikki Haley. But I feel that answer she gave last night of saying the Civil War was not about, well, she didn't mention slavery at all. She stayed away from it. She basically said it had to do with, personal rights or something like that. Yeah, personal rights are right, to own people, to beat, to do whatever, like have all the people as your possessions, you know what I mean? So, and she tried to do a redo. I don't feel it's going to help very much. Yes, some people, yeah. But I was looking at the face of two or a few young people that were behind her. They were making faces. I mean, it was bad. So the reason why I'm bringing her up is because I feel it was a major blunder and it's going to have a major effect on her campaign. And of course, Trump is going to try to cash in on it. That goes without saying. That's my prediction. The next reference is somebody just sent me a text a little while ago. I'm not going to answer everything about it because some of it is going to be in my 2024 economic prediction. I mean, a prediction for our economy. So I'll be releasing it. I will be releasing it Sunday or Monday, but I'm going to see if I can finish the editing Sunday and release it. But the person wrote that someone released a video, not a psychic, but someone else, said in October something relating to the presidency would be shocking. And the person asked me to read on something shocking happening in October. The person that posted that video is a very conservative, or is a conservative YouTuber. And like I've said to all of you, I don't anymore. But since I learned astrology on my own and I wanted to see how other people do it, because they know they've been to school, they have a background I don't have. I couldn't afford getting the training when I was learning it. I was out of work. So, and I had to come up with a way of learning it using computers as my memory. I'll remember certain things, but I can't remember everything. I understand astrology. I know how to use it. But I am not an expert like those who went to school. So that's why I learned. I used to watch a lot more, but I can't anymore. But I used to watch a lot of astrologers, and this person who released that video, I've watched some of her videos, but I really, maybe I am biased too. I don't think so. No, I don't like Trump. Most of my videos are about Trump and a few other subjects. Well, that's not true. I've proven my chops, I hope. on my doing my Monday and Saturday evenings readings. So yeah, I don't like Trump. I focus on him, and the reason why I don't like him, I grew up in New York and I know what he's about. He's a scam artist, and the Central Park Five, what he did to them, So yeah, I don't like Trump. But if he were to do something, if I saw him becoming president, I would tell you, and I'm going to tell you again one more time, those of you who have never heard me saying this, I did not think Trump was going to be president, okay? But I did explain, unfortunately, I wasn't on YouTube at the time, but to other people, that of the vision that I had. I could tell you, yes, I knew he was going to become president, but why? There is no reason for me to lie. I didn't. The vision I had was Hillary Clinton, that like they had the podium where the president, the person who won the election, okay, the elected person, there's the podium in the back of the White House. That's the way I saw it in the vision, okay? There's a podium for the person to go and give their acceptance speech. I saw Hillary Clinton walking out of one of the side doors at the front from the White House, heading towards the podium, but Trump scaled the wall and got to the podium first. That's the way I got it. So I'm sure, if Trump is going to make it to the White House, I'll get something like that. But I will tell you the vision and what I feel. Sometimes those two differ, what I feel and the vision. And that's why I always tell the vision. And usually the vision is correct most of the time, okay? The reason why I'm saying this is, even if I'm biased, I will be shown what the outcome will be. And when it comes to the Trump election, there was cheating. That's why I was shown he scaled the wall. Something went wrong, whether people admit it or not. Something was not right in the 2016 election. I mean, even Mueller said there were irregularities, but since he could not indict a sitting president, so he gave up. So the point I'm trying to make is, I'm just showing to you guys, I don't like him. Okay? But if he were going to become president, I would tell you. But this lady, I feel, is probably the same way, but I don't know how good of an intuitive she is. Oh, well, but anyway. But she said something major is going to happen in October. I'm not, maybe another conviction for Trump. I don't feel anything is going to happen to Biden. That can change. I'm not seeing it. And if anything, like I've said before, Biden will thrive in his second term. Yeah. So I don't feel this person is, I'm not seeing what I don't want to say the person is not accurate. I know they are conservatives and they are leaning a certain way. And like I was explaining to all of you guys, when I first really started on YouTube and I started exploring, looking at videos, because I never really took the time to watch videos on YouTube before that until about 7 years ago. I was too busy trying to earn a living and, make a go of this. So I was too busy. In any event, there was a guy who was trying to use astrology to prove that Michelle Obama was a man. I called him out and I did a reading for him, and I gave him the name. I don't remember if it's one or two names. I still have the document. I don't remember exactly, but I told him. I passed a message to him from someone, a loved one that passed, that if he continued to do what he was doing, he was going to pay a price. and basically he lost the platform. He lost the channel on YouTube. I don't remember how long after that. But I'm just, give you an example of how some people, they can get carried away with their gifts. But that person, I used to watch her as well. Like I said, I love to watch her people, astrologers, interpreting charts. It's good for me. But she's a conservative. I think she's seeing things. I'm not saying she's wrong. She's interpreting what she's seeing wrong. It feels like to me. If she's talking about Biden is going to be fine. I'm not getting anything that's going to cause any major political shakeup. No. Well, the second thing that can happen, the second political earthquake, will be Trump getting convicted a second time. And as I'm saying this, I would not be surprised if it's in Georgia. I don't know when the Georgia thing is going to go. It's going to start. And let me make another prediction. Since we are talking about Trump, and I wanted to mention how he's manipulating, well, that's the first topic on my subject lines. There is going to be a major storm, misunderstanding, disagreement, fights among Trump campaign workers. It feels like to me. I don't know exactly when it's going to happen, but I would be surprised if by the summer it doesn't happen, because there are so many. I was reading an article. That's when I got this. I was reading an article from CNN. We know how people are. If they think or even sense that somebody may become, elected to a high position, they all want to be part of it. So right now, a lot of people think Trump may get reelected. So they are sending out their papers. Hopefully they can get his attention. And some of them are going on TV saying they're going to be this and the next Trump administration. And they're going to do a whole bunch of stuff. There is something, I believe they call 1925 or something like that. I feel that blow up is going to come from fights between those people outside who are trying to fight to come in to get Trump's attention, the people in his campaign who are trying to keep these people out and trying to keep things, disciplined. But something, anybody who worked for Trump, I feel, are not on the up and up, and are not in the best interest of this country, because I don't see how you're going to fight really hard to get this guy in the White House and continue to see this country prosper. If Trump were to get back in the White House, watch the decline of this country. Well, he basically did it. We got lucky, Biden came, and then he's getting blamed for the hard work he's been doing, but Trump left a mess. And look at what happened with COVID. It's because Trump was incompetent. Trump got tested. He failed. But it seems like people forgot. And the reason why people forgot is because, a lot of people, they're busy working. They're not paying attention yet. But Trump failed in so many ways. And those of you who have been watching me for a while, or since I started, will remember I've always said what he was up to. And someone for the first time last night mentioned Trump and his family. It was on MSNBC at 9 o'clock. There's a lady, she's a black professor. I believe she's a historian at Columbia University. I think so. She wears glasses. for the first time, that was the first person who mentioned basically Trump and his family, what they are trying to do to this country. I just thought I would mention that because it was on my mind last night to mention today. But yes, intuitively, and I even predicted, I said Trump was not going to do anything good. Trump failed on so many levels. The only thing Trump, what he can take credit for, is the tax breaks, and that too I told you guys at the time, there were a lot of tax policies and other policies that Trump implemented. Okay, they were all part of Paul Ryan, the former speaker. Okay, they dusted off their folders, and we're going to do this. These are the type of things that we want to work on, and that's what happened. But everything else, basically, those two failed because the tax breaks he gave to his billionaire and multimillionaire friends blew up the deficit. But people like that lady are not, I feel they are being biased. And the people around Trump who are going and trying to get him elected are not helping this country, because I don't see how, if Trump were to become president, how it's going to help this country. That's my prediction. But a lot of those people, let me repeat one more thing. I said it yesterday or the day before yesterday, I don't recall exactly. Not everyone who works in the Trump campaign, well, let's put it this way, there are moles in the Trump campaign, okay? Because they don't agree with everything that Trump is doing. So I have to make sure I said that. I don't want to paint everyone with a broad brush. But those people are not helping America. And I was thinking about that this morning before I woke up. I woke up around 5:30. And I was thinking, who's standing up for America and the Republican Party? Because Biden is doing the best he can. We are lucky Biden took over. But imagine if Trump were to be reelected. We would be in a world of a mess. Yeah. So, my title says, Trump ways of impeding Obama. It's because Trump basically, at some level, is very jealous of Biden. Besides the fact that his main motivation is not to go to prison. But he hates Biden with a passion, because Biden has succeeded in doing a lot of things that he wanted to do. Example, the infrastructure. Remember, guys, Infrastructure Week? Biden did it, among other things. And I alluded to this yesterday. And, it's difficult to pinpoint until last night. I was focusing and looking at, when you, as an intuitive, I was trying to predict what's to come. And I realized a lot of the challenges that we see, for example, the border, those people who are coming here. There is a video on YouTube. This is the first time I saw it. And the reason why I'm mentioning that video is because I said that last week. I think it was last week. I said people in the Republican Party are taking part in motivating people from South America into coming to this country. And there is a video that was just released, I don't know, from Bloomberg. Okay. They're talking about, they didn't say Republicans, but I feel there's a connection intuitively. The other thing is, so that's one thing, okay? The other thing is that Trump, it feels like to me, is using his connections with some people in the international community to create whatever headache they can. He does not care about America, as we know. If the war in Israel was to get out of hand, he would be having a party. In the sense that he would think we can blame Biden for it. There was no war when I was president. So that's true. Impeaching Biden, he has a hand on it, obviously. The budget, we know he has a hand on it. He is for Ukraine, okay? The people who are running around saying, they don't want to help Ukraine, he's doing it. Like I said yesterday, he hates Zelensky because Zelensky didn't help him remain in power, didn't give him dirt on Biden. I'm simply stating a few things I feel that Trump has his hands in behind the scenes. And yes, those things are going to come out. The connection, okay, it's going to come out. I feel like saying he's failing at those things too. It's not apparent yet. But once the Trump trials get going, and that's why I think some people who are putting their name out there, putting their flyers out to the Trump campaign to become whatever it is they want, except for those who used to work for him, but the new people who are circling the Trump campaign, Trump wagon, whatever they want to call it, to be part of his second term, I think they are fools, intuitively, because once the Trump trial starts and what he has been up to, not only when he was in the White House, Jack Smith is going to be able to prove beyond any reasonable doubt what Trump was involved in, him and his family. This is going to be very, very bad for him. A percentage of his people are never going to abandon him from his base to, yeah. But let me tell you guys, this is going to take a whole new look. It's going to be completely different. And that's how or when we're going to start learning. Because believe it or not, a lot of people are afraid to go after Trump. It's not only politicians who are concerned. It feels like to me some journalists as well. They don't want to challenge him. But I feel like saying that's going to change. Because, I don't know how many of you heard of what's that lady in New Hampshire, the election official in New Hampshire, who basically taking the stand that he violated, I'm not quite sure exactly, but if she had her way, she would keep him off the primary over there. That's something like that, just to put it bluntly. I don't remember exactly because I'm seeing pictures and I'm trying to remember what was said. I can't. The point is, when I heard about that this morning, it feels like to me there is an energy change that's beginning to take place. A lot of people, they want to do what that lady is doing. I don't know her name. I don't think I've heard her name. I simply heard the news this morning and I started connecting and reading about it on my mind, okay? A lot of people feel the way she does. All those things are going to be coming out once Trump, the Trump trial, or trials, it's going to be one at a time, begin. This whole thing is going to be different. We're going to view it differently than we do today. So, and that's when Trump's hands behind the scenes will be exposed. That's my prediction. Everything, all the manipulation, everything he's been trying to do to blame Biden, using his connections, international and national, and the House, all over the place. This guy is very much working against our country already. He doesn't have to go into the White House because everything he's doing, it's all about him. And unfortunately for us, we have millions of Americans who can't see through all this shenanigan. But expect it to change. I feel like saying, from what I understand, the first trial, the Smith trial, is supposed to start in March. It may be delayed because of the Supreme Court giving him a little pass. I'm just saying pass, but it's not. They just want the appellate court to do its work, and then they'll take it up and do what they need to do. It may look like a pass, but it's not. They're going to do what they feel is right for the country. They can't afford to give Trump a pass, although there are people behind the scenes, there are benefactors who are trying to influence some of them. But I feel like saying, let's say May is going to be disastrous for Trump. Maybe that's what that person was seeing. And like I said, it's very difficult to tell time, even in astrology. That's why I learned astrology, so I could be better at predicting time or what a failure. At least I couldn't do it anyway. I'm sure some other people are good at it. Yes, even when the two planets, let's say for example, they are at 0 degrees conjunct. It's exact. Doesn't mean whatever is supposed to happen is going to happen at that time. There's a time range and sometimes it's even outside or before. So maybe that's what this astrologer is predicting, but what I'm seeing is going to happen somewhere around May, June. And it's going to be disastrous for Trump, the way he's manipulating, and people are going to look at him, like I said before, differently. And it feels like to me, do you guys remember a long time ago when Trump, in 2017, 2018, even journalists were afraid to call Trump a liar. And I told you one day they'll be freely calling him a liar. And today they do it every day. The same thing is going to happen around May, June, when after his trials start. And stories are beginning to come out how this guy is working behind the scenes today. Okay? For one reason, to bash Biden. And it doesn't matter if long-term damage results from his behavior today. He doesn't care. I'm sure you guys know that. But Trump, it's not only people in the House and the Senate. Okay? He's using every tool at his disposal to hinder or to make it easy for him to become the next president. And I'm telling you, even Netanyahu, all these people are playing ball with them, because you think Ivanka and Jared that went there last week, they just went there and no. Okay, Israel is going to do what Israel wants. I believe, yeah, I'm heading in the right direction. Netanyahu opened another front. Netanyahu is very keen on opening another front. But I'll say this, because I said the war will not get, Iran and those countries will not join, but there is a limit. If Netanyahu pushes his luck, because like Trump, he's desperate, he doesn't want to go to prison either, but he's got no choice. This is out of his hands. I feel intuitively he's going. I feel like saying, if he pushes his luck, Biden is doing everything he can right now to control Israel. And if those of you who I'm sure you've seen the article in the newspapers, our influence on Israel behavior is limited. And I feel that's why Biden is behaving the way he's behaving. He's not pushing them, not criticizing them in public. Okay? But I feel Biden is going to be able to navigate and successfully convince Netanyahu to cut it out and prevent them from opening another front. But the reason why I'm saying this is because it's if Netanyahu does not stop, he's going to create another international situation. That's what I'm trying to say. If he doesn't push it, Iran and those other places, nothing will happen. I hope I made that clear. Okay? Because according to what I read this morning and somebody wrote, he's running around saying he has Biden in his back pocket. Good luck with that. Biden is a very, he's an American politician, and there are ways he goes about doing things. And I feel, Netanyahu is collaborating and listening to Trump as well, of Trump people. Okay? So there is a danger there. I don't see it happening yet, but I don't want, if he does something stupid, that Netanyahu that is, which is, he's tempted. Because he's playing the game of, he doesn't want to go to prison, and he thinks he can change the mind of the Israeli people. I don't feel that's going to happen. I don't feel he can change the error that he made. But Netanyahu absolutely is going to act in his best interest, and that of Israel second. But that doesn't mean he can't be influenced by Trump and his people and take a chance and do something stupid. That's what concerns me. That's why I put that in the title. But I feel Biden will have the upper hand no matter what, because I don't see him stumbling or anything of that sort. The person I see scaffolding crashing on his head is Trump. And I feel Netanyahu is not going to be able to wiggle his way out of the situation that he's in. But that doesn't, if he takes certain chances because he's tempted to, because, since he thinks that he has Biden in his back pocket, he thinks he can manipulate Biden, and I think he's very wrong. Okay. He can do things, push his luck, because he knows we are right there, and to prevent, the war becoming larger and out of control, we're going to step in to stop certain actors, bad actors, from doing bad things. So Netanyahu is playing games as well. He's playing the Trump card in Israel, but him too. It's going to backfire on him. And some of the things that he's trying to do are not going to work. I mean, as far as keeping him from going to prison. And I feel like saying, I still feel he's going to go. I know there isn't a mechanism, according to what I hear, for somebody to push him out from the position of prime minister. I don't know about that. I don't know how to explain it to you, but I don't feel he's going to last very long. That's my prediction. But yes, I feel Netanyahu has to be careful because he may make a mistake. That's what I'm trying to say. And in that sense, my prediction will change, because I made that prediction in the sense that him going into Gaza and clean out and win over, basically do away with Hamas. But now it seems like he wants to do something else. It's not going to work for him. Thank you very much on that for your generosity in the super chat. I appreciate it. And that says, thanks. Oh, thanks for being you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for your support. Okay. Oh my God. Did I hope I explained everything right, because I kept seeing pictures and try to explain them. So please, friends, if you have questions or if I said something today, and please text me or post it on the tomorrow is Friday, so ask me on the comment line and I will answer the questions tomorrow. Oh yes. Rebecca Gilberto says new district Bober. Yes, she's switching. I told you guys she would be I didn't see the switch though, but I told you I felt she was going to lose, and that's why she's changing. But you know something, I still don't feel she's going to make it. Sanjay Peterson says on my cell phone, 200 thumbs up and 516 in the chat room. Oh, thank you for reminding people, Sanjay Peterson, to give me the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Yes, you know what? I still don't think she's going to make it. You know why? I learned about it last night. You know what's going to do Bobert and, or is doing Bobert and? It's that touchy-feely theater thing. That she was doing. Yeah, a lot of people in the district where she wants to run for are not very happy about it. So, and to be honest with you guys, I'm seeing her driving a truck going the opposite way of the Capitol. So she's going to be leaving. Let's see what happens. Okay. Craig Dixon says, but he's kind of legit. When the reader answers your question and a commercial comes on over it, so you can't, hear or see it, you just have to catch it on replay or rewind. I don't know how that works. When they put a commercial in between this, they don't start from where I left off? That's not fun. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Thank you very much, Catherine, for your generosity and the super chat. I appreciate it. Catherine says, Happy New Year, Milu. You are the best of the best. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Catherine. Okay. Myron H says, if I was Milu, I would block them. I don't see who should I block? I didn't see anything. Sorry. I was so busy talking and focusing on the pictures that I was seeing. I wanted to convey the information, so I'm missing something here. Marilyn H, let me know. I didn't see it. I mean, Ron can block people, so, chances are if the phone ring, I won't pick it up unless it's one of my family. Okay, let's see. Joel Jason said, jail time for Netanyahu, I'm afraid so, yes. It may take a little while, but I don't see him escaping. And what happened, him, focusing and other things underhanded things he's done, and that allow Hamas to do, what Hamas did. I don't feel that the Israeli people are in a forgiving mood. Let's put it that way. So this guy is just like Trump. And that's the thing. I don't understand how some people, they know what Trump is all about now. They're probably the lowest of the lows anyway, so never mind. But I don't feel anybody who has sense of morality, who love themselves, would have anything to do. I know what the alibi for a lot of people are, but I don't see why anyone would join Trump in a second presidency. I think it's crazy. Because of what I know, I feel. this guy is capable of doing, and he would do. And believe me, Trump is not the only one. That's why I mentioned that professor. I don't remember her name, but I will look. She's always on MSNBC. She's a very smart woman. She's a black woman, an African American woman. And she was on MSNBC last night and was talking about Trump. And she's the first person I believe I've heard who said Trump and his family. Yeah. So, yep. Burika says, baby 551 is scared coward and can be dangerous. That's true, but he's nothing more than a smelly loudmouth. Oh, somebody asked me about that. There is a gentleman who used to work with Trump when he had that reality show. That gentleman somebody asked me, is it true that he stinks? I'm sure, there are certain garments, if you wear them, you can't be lazy. If you wear, you have to change them. And that person said that Trump used to wear them. It seems like he was too lazy to change those diapers. The person did say he wears depends, but it seemed like he wouldn't go and change them. Thank you very much, Jordan Johnson, for your generosity and the super chat. I appreciate it. Jordan Johnson says, thank you. You're very welcome, Jordan Johnson. Thank you. But yes, it seems like there's some truth to it. I don't talk about those things because, I rather talk about serious things that will affect him, get him out of the White House. Those things, if I say whether he wears those things or whether he smells or not, it's not going to happen anyway. I want him to run for president. I'm being honest, okay? Because I know his record is crazy. Compared with Biden's, like I've said before, he doesn't stand a chance. And I know a lot of young people are not happy with Biden because of the war, but once those young people realize or remember, because you see a lot of young people, they were like 14 when Trump was president. Oh, wait a minute. It's been almost 8 years. Oh, Lord. Well, it's been 4 years since, almost 4 years or 3 years since he left office. So a lot of young people today, they were 14 or 13 when Trump first came in office. They don't remember, because they were busy in school. They were young. Some of them were paying attention, but not all. So, yeah, we have a problem there, too. Hi, Linda J. Thank you very much for your generosity and the super chat. I appreciate it. That's a hi. Thank you. So I feel, and something else? It's unfortunate, but I don't feel Palestinians and some, Americans, I don't feel the Palestinian Americans have good people around them to teach them on how to go about protesting. I don't feel they're doing it the right way. They may turn people against them if they're not careful, if they continue doing what they're doing. Because you can't run around in this country asking for revolution, intifada, and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't work. You don't want, if you are protesting against anything in this country, you want to make sure it's peaceful. Bringing violence into it, you got a problem. It's not going to last. So that's why I feel if Palestinians who want to fight on behalf, want to make sure that the Palestinian people, I'm not talking about Hamas, I want to make that clear. If they want to garner support in this country, some of the banners that I see them walking around with, like blocking people from, I believe it was in Chicago, they blocked the highway to the airport. People are going to visit their families. But, block the highway for prevent people from getting to work. That's the wrong way to protest in this country. going to turn people against you like this, and that's not what they want. But I feel if they're not careful, I'm just saying intuitively, they have to learn how to protest. That's not the right way, but we'll see. Main Duty says the humiliation alone would be priceless, so 45 running could be fun. Oh, I don't see how any other people who are running against him right now, like Nikki Haley, like I said, the only way Nikki Haley could benefit from anything is I have difficulties. I know Nikki Haley, chances are, is the person that will inherit or will probably grab the mantle. But I'm having difficulties seeing where Trump is going to be beyond June, July. I think I've said that before. Okay? It's not clear to me because there's a whole bunch of stuff that's coming down the line. I know every time I try to see if he's in the White House, I see him falling. So, because I've been saying this for a very long time, I don't see him in the White House. Okay, but I keep watching and paying attention to see if I'm wrong or if something changes. I don't think it's going to change, but I'm scared. I'm being honest. I keep watching. Not only because, I do this every day. I want to make sure I'm honest and I tell you guys the way I see it, whether, it's bad or good. But for me, too, my own sanity, I'm like, this guy is not going to make it to the White House. But those of you who are intuitive, you will know when you see that picture or that thought, something is going to happen. You will see it. So I'm always paying attention, watching, because like my mom used to say, things change. So I keep paying attention. Okay, let me see. I think Jose Mimi says, is it Jose Mimi? No, Gloria Bergen says, Haley getting backlash about her Civil War comment. Oh my God, yes, that was the first thing I mentioned. Gloria. Jose Mimi says, Jose Mimi is talking to Whitney, the world doesn't care about the plight of the Palestinian people. Oh, that's not true. I care. The Sudanese people and the people of Congo. The thing I feel, I don't think so. It's just like I was born in Haiti. I could say the same thing about Haitians, but there is a difference. But Palestinian right now has a very good opportunity to keep the plight of the Palestinian people in the eyes of everyone. But I don't feel they're doing it the right way. But people care. I mean, people of the Congo, people in Africa, I mentioned them this past year, but my second international prediction. Yeah. It's, I don't understand the thing. Well, you know what? We don't have enough time. I will talk about, oh my God. I've been seeing those pictures since I was a little boy. In Haiti, okay, picture from kids dying in Africa. So I'm going to have to do something about Africa one of these days. But I feel it's a little complicated. Yes, people are not paying enough attention to the plight of some of those people. But right now, Palestinians have a very good opportunity. I don't feel they're taking full advantage of it, and I said that a while back when this thing first started. Okay, friends. Josephine says, Milu, the West has done a lot of damage to the world. This is more complicated, but we'll talk about it some other time. I don't want to stay any longer. Thank you, friends, for spending time with me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. I have some slots open for today. If anyone would like to talk to me, feel free to call me on my YouTube number or text me. Or if you like, you can make an appointment, go to my website and make an appointment there, whichever you like. If you want to talk today or tomorrow, feel free to call me. Otherwise, you can go to the website and you can do it there, no problem. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the notification bell. Please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. Again, everyone, thank you for your support. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. Tomorrow is Friday, so please, if I said anything today, because I just kept seeing pictures and I kept on talking. So if I didn't finish a statement, or if I confused you in any way, please text me, like that lady called, text me, or post it in the comment line. I will answer your questions. And tomorrow is Friday, so I get to answer your questions. Again, everyone, thank you. I'll see you all tomorrow. Till then, bye.